Welcome. You are now tuned into the Textually Active podcast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Textually Active.
Textually Active.
Your weekly dose of conversations about navigating the digital age while dealing with friendships, relationships, and all the other ships in between. I'm Rez, and I got Meezy with me.
I just woke up.
And I got E on the boards.
Yo.
And guys, we're in a fresh new month. Did anybody else wake up on October 1st and look around like, where the hell did the rest of the year go? No?
Nah, it's been stuck in lingo this whole time for me.
Okay. So you guys knew that October was coming.
Nigga, we've been doing the same thing for all of the months. It just felt like it was the same month.
But summer wasn't summering, though.
It's summer enough.
It didn't summer, though.
It's summer enough.
It like summer, but it didn't.
I was out here. No mask at all. Fuck the mask.
Okay. It looks like September left us with a treat. We didn't get to unwrap it until October 2nd. It was an announcement that somebody contracted COVID. I mean, I guess it's not really a treat, but...
You're coming out here hot, huh?
It's a break. I mean, we get a little bit of a break from what we seen.
Man, keep it above. Fuck that nigga. I hope he died from it.
Oh, okay. Too spicy. So...
Our problematic light. It's not working.
It's not working. Normally we hear do 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 do.
I don't know. I can't figure it out. Is this it?
Yeah. So the guy that white women elected came down with symptoms of COVID.
I don't like the tone in which you speaking about this.
How should I talk about it?
Fuck this nigga. He got COVID. He deserved it. He tried to lie to us and tell us it wasn't real. He got everything he deserves. The nigga still ain't want to talk about black people because he told them, look. Sorry, I almost got a little offensive there. I almost got real problematic. But don't nobody else find the fact that a group of homophobic people are calling themselves the Proud Boys? Like, nobody else finds the irony in that.
When I hear Proud Boys, I think of like a southern like redneck with overalls on.
It's just weird that they're calling themselves the Proud Boys, but it's whatever. I mean, them niggas is weird. Fuck them niggas. Hope they all get COVID.
All right. Speaking of that,
the question. So, if you say you're proud, right? Wouldn't you kind of say that you might be happy?
See what I'm saying? You see the vision.
But if you're happy, isn't another word for happy gay?
You see where we going with that?
So are they the gay boys? I get it. I'm for it. It's all good.
You see the vibes.
I think there's a movement.
And shout out to the real gay boys. Like y'all matter. You know what? That's who I'm playing on the baby maker.
Right. Put the gay people, put the queers first.
Yeah, shout
we
out
respect
to y'all.
This
the trans women,
space.
Respect them. Stop killing them. You weirdo niggas that want to hit but don't want to tell nobody you hitting.
You offended because you liked it.
Yeah,
you like it. You don't know how to handle those feelings.
To be honest, the real thing I'm trying to get out of this conversation is, bro, stop the cap, bro. Stop, fam. You told us it was a lie. You might not even have it. We seen what you did.
What I was about to say.
Yeah, we seen what you did in that debate. You out here. You know what I'm saying? Talking ill about somebody dead, saying he was on crack.
I didn't want to go here. I didn't want to start the episode like this, but I kind of rolled it out. Can we talk about it for a second? The debate was a shit show. You insulted somebody's child
who was on crack.
He had a drug problem. The baby had a drug problem.
Oh man!
And wait, it's a sensitive time for that because we've all been saying this as black people forever. You know, right now the other side is dealing with a problem. Their children are growing up and they have addiction problems on the other side of the grass. The grass is real methed out on the other side of it. You know,
I hate this time of year.
So their babies are really dealing with drug problems, and most of those babies are supporters of Trump, or their families support Trump.
All these niggas be on drugs, bro.
You offended your following by saying, "Yo, Biden, your son, he might have a problem." most of your followers, they probably have kids who do meth and do stuff, and they're fighting that issue day in and day out. For you to go on a debate and say, "Oh, laugh at somebody for their son having a drug problem," like, news alert, 2020, it'll make you do crack.
I just be sitting here and trying to figure out how do the world of people not realize that this ain't the same world we've been living in. Nigga said if Joe Biden won, he was gonna start a war. Nigga, they found where you work, where you live, and put it on the internet. There's nothing you can do. Like, right. you done lost your job for being racist. Now we know where you live. So like you stop with the bullshit, everybody. Like, that's all we gotta do. Stop with the bullshit.
Meezy's had enough of the cap.
I mean, I've had enough of all of this shit. You niggas is weird for no reason. You don't gotta be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know you and I think you weird. Ain't that some shit? Like, right. To not know somebody but think they weird because of what they done said and what they done did. That
presidential debate was so non-presidential. It was so bad that Biden stopped in the middle of it and he said, "Will you just shut up, man?" And he said it like that.
Hey, man, fuck all that. Let's talk about some real shit. Let's go LeBron. Let's talk about some shit that matter. Let's get it, LeBron. Let's get this fourth ring, baby.
Okay. Yeah. So LeBron doing his thing.
I'm paying Dwayne.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that.
It's Halloween. Hocus Pocus is about to be on every day. You know, that's my movie.
And you know that.
PU.
Oh, you guys don't like Hocus Pocus?
I never really liked it.
I don't like none of this shit.
You don't like Halloween?
No.
Okay. Pumpkin patches, Anybody want to go to the pumpkin patch?
No.
Okay. Vineyards?
You just like seeds.
High boots?
That was wild for you to say that like that. You gotta relax.
I like seeds.
Oh, yeah, you heard it like that. That was wild. Like, you were wilding. Take his mic, man.
Cut your mic off.
Cut his mic off.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so I mean, we're off. October is off to an interesting start. I just want to say, with everything that's going on, you guys get out there and vote. At least do your part where you can. Early voting starts October 15th. I personally say take your ass to the polls, because if you can go to the bars, I seen y'all ass at the bars. Atlanta, I seen y'all at the hookah spots. I seen y'all up and down that street in New York that y'all call Miami. Y'all can take y'all ass to the poll, okay? Y'all can go out and do all that stuff. You go to the poll. So October 15th, if you scared of crowds, you want to avoid it, take your ass to the poll. Go get in there, get your vote in early. You know, everybody hate going to the grocery store when it's packed. Get to the ballots when it's empty. And if you want to wait and you want to get out there when the peeps is out there, November 3rd, get out to them polls. It's important.
And also, stop with the bullshit. Like, nigga, they got strippers telling us to go vote.
No.
Like,
this is serious.
What is going on,
This
bro?
is serious.
Like,
I love it. Honestly, I love it.
It didn't make me want to vote. It made me want to go to the strip club. That girl had a fat ass.
So, should they have ballot drop-offs at the strip club?
Listen, now if they
should vote at the paint.
Put it like this.
At the paint.
That's wild. Imagine if they had hookah at this point. Like, niggas would be
at
there
the
early.
polls?
Come on now. Look.
Man, if they had the beers, I haven't been drinking.
Casamigos and voting sound like a wild time.
A fresh brew? Man. Oh, well, you're on a different vibe. I wish if they did it at Wiseman and they had the poll, I would just get my fresh beer straight out the keg. You know?
Right?
Nah,
I see.
I can smell it a little bit.
I'm going through a little withdrawal.
My mouth is getting a little wet from it. But anywho, let's go ahead and jump into our topic for the week. I miss beer. This is not what the episode is about. Okay, so
Filthy.
I was listening to a podcast this week. I don't always like to listen to trash or humor or like black shit all the time. Sometimes I like to listen to things that open my mind a little bit. So I came across this podcast.
That's wild to say after black shit. Like black shit can't open your mind.
No, it's a different type of open your mind. It's like an awakening of your third eye. This is just something to expand my mind a little bit. Think outside the box.
I see what you want.
You know, stuff that you don't typically think about. So listen to this podcast, and they're talking about how people struggle to say no, how some people are so caught up on being people pleasers. They overthink things, they overachieve, they just always settle and say, I'm going to do this, even if it makes me uncomfortable, instead of just saying, nah, like, nope, nah. So I don't feel like I relate to this part of America and the country and millennials. I don't feel like that's me. I don't have a problem saying no. I recently learned how to get to the point where I'm okay with saying no, but I'm over that hump. So I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys and see where you stand on saying no and being a people pleaser. So I'm gonna start with Meezy because I already know what you're gonna say, and then I'm gonna go to E. I know what he's gonna say. Go ahead, Meezy.
Damn, call me out like that.
I already know what you're about to say.
I mean, I be telling motherfuckers no, but I also be telling motherfuckers yes, so they'll stop talking to me. That's my true answer. I feel like I listened to the podcast, you know, because you sent it in a group. I pushed play on it, and I heard what they had to say, and I thought everything that she said was valid. Like, a lot of times I just be saying yeah, not for me. I be saying yeah. Well, it's really for me. I be saying yeah so people would leave me alone. So it'll be like I'll say yeah just because, and now I got myself in some shit I really didn't want to do. So a lot of the times it be some shit where it's like somebody will ask me to do something and I really don't want to do it, but because I feel obligated to do it because it's like, here's what I got to give, I'll do it. And then I end up doing some bullshit I didn't want to do. So yeah, the most of the time I'm generally like, if I really don't want to do it, I will say no. But a lot of the times my no's don't know as well.
Like, you be giving them soft nose.
Yeah, the nose don't be knowing.
Well, it'd be because when I say no, everybody else feel like it's their job to convince me. And it's like, bro, I didn't ask for this. Why don't you just respect me enough to take my no? But
like when somebody asks you a question in front of a group of people, like say you're at a family function and they specifically pick this time because they know they have extra backup to say. For instance, this doesn't happen because I was coming anyway. But say at my birthday, if my whole family cornered me and Eric and they say, yo, are y'all coming up for Thanksgiving and Christmas? And then they look at you like, waiting for you to say no. And then once you say no, everybody in the circle is like, but if you come up for Thanksgiving, you could do this. If you come up for Christmas, you can get these presents. If you do this, you're going to miss us. We're not going to see you. And it's just like a whole group of people saying you should come. And that kind of pressures you to say yes. Like, I don't like that.
But it'd be like, why you just can't take no for an answer? Like, why is it that because you want something so bad, I gotta feel the same way about stuff? And I be like trying to tell people, like, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, I don't care about this as much as you do. I don't even really, to be honest, understand what you got going on. So when you came to me and asked me, and I told you no, that should have been good enough. Like that episode we had about respecting people's boundaries, like that was my boundary. Like no is my answer.
Yeah.
So the question I have is that when there's stuff that you do say no for, right? Sometimes there could, like you said, there could be hard no's or soft no's, right? It could just be not necessarily no, but like nah, not right now because I got some other shit going on, or I'm tired, or I'm whatever, right? And there's times where you know, sometimes we set out to do certain things, but they don't happen because, you know, we get distracted or whatever. Like, is that something that it's okay for someone to kind of overstep that no and continue to push?
No, bro, because every time I say no, even if it's a soft no, it always ends up, it either goes one of two ways. You take the no and then ask me something else for another time, or I say no and then you badger me about the shit, and then now you feel like you can't come to me no more because the last time I said no. And it's like, no, bro, this is very situational. Like, maybe it is. Maybe I might want to do something like this. You don't know. So just because you asked me one time, I said no, and now you're afraid to ask me again just because I said no the last time. It's some very entitled type bullshit. Like. Right.
So Meezy, what I would like to do is I would like to apologize to you because I felt like I've definitely overstepped your no once upon a time. I remember one particular time most recently, but it was something that I really needed a favor for.
Yeah, but
and I badgered the hell out of Meezy.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just waiting for my apology too. You do not apologies, huh? Right here. Because you're a habitual no overstepper.
No, that
Yes, you are. You see that no, you be like, eh.
Hey, he is good for like trying to like. He'll be like, "Oh, I see it," but
Right.
but you know what I'm saying. I think this would be good.
I
if
really
you,
think this would be good for you. I just don't understand why they'll give you some space.
give
to
you some
breathe,
space and then
and he'll
ask
come
you
back.
again.
So did you get a chance to think about that? I know you said soft no, but mind you said the soft no because after you said no the first time, he kept pushing it. He was like, you know what? I'll think about it. So he did thought about it, and he actually comes back and follows through with the thought.
Listeners, viewers. I mean, viewers can't see me today, but listeners, listen. There's times where these lovely people that you're seeing and hearing, they say that they have goals that they want to do, right? And sometimes the thing is they talk the talk, but sometimes they were like, you know what, I don't really feel like doing it. But it's like, so you can prevent yourself from being pissed off later. Just deal with this shit now.
Yeah, but that's not the part that be fucking us up. The part be, and it be some shit, because this happened to everybody else. You cannot make people see your vision.
That's true.
So when I say no, it's because A, I don't see it the way you see it. And two, it's like, bro, I just don't know. Like, no, I don't see it. I don't understand this. No. And now it look like I dream too small and I don't dream big enough, or I don't think as well. It's like, no, bro, I don't see it. I don't want to do it. Like, no, like, what am I getting out of this? Because I think it goes back to my insecurity of I don't like to ask other people for help.
Oh, me too. I really don't.
Yeah, so if I don't want to ask you for help, now you coming at me for help. Now that means you really want to do some shit. And like now I'm like afraid that, well, if I say no this time, you're never going to ask me again.
So I kind of had an aha moment just now. So are we not using the right word? Because no is so like finite. It's so definite. You know what I mean? It's like absolutely not. Like it's not happening, right? But sometimes, just like in any other, there's some gray area. There's like a maybe or a not right now or something like that.
It depends. It depends on what the ask is. If you're being asked something that you know that you will not do in the future, don't try to sugarcoat it by saying not right now, because then when the person comes back and asks you again, it's going to say, well, you said last time that you weren't going to do it because it wasn't the right time, but now I'm asking you at a different time that seems to be better for everything that's going on, and you're still saying no. So now you come off as a bullshitter. So I say, if it is something that you would like to do, but you honestly really can't do it right now, say, nah, not right now. Maybe if this X, Y, Z. But if it's something that you really don't want to do, you never see yourself doing it, just no is enough. And I would even go as far as to putting a period behind the no when you say it, because that's it. There's nothing else to say.
Like, I don't have to explain myself.
Right.
Even if I say no, like, nah, not right now, I don't have to say, but maybe, maybe if I get the day off from work, maybe I can, like, right. No, I don't have to, no, I don't want to do it.
That so much. And Eric is a witness of this, but it'll be times when people invite me to do stuff in the future. I hate when you ask me to do something and it's not the day of, personally, because the day of I can really, really say no because it's short notice. But if you ask me a week in advance and you're like, yo, can you do this? And I have to commit to it, but I really don't know if I want it to be yes or no. And I say yes, and then it's the day of and I don't want to go. It sounds bad. So I know that was a lot, but
that's real millennial of you.
I don't like when people ask me to go places and they're like, hey, and it used to be back when the world was opened up, so I'm glad that everything is closed. But fun fact, I hate the club. I do not like wearing high heels. I do not like putting on them tiny little dresses. I do not like doing my makeup to go out to the club. I hate the club. So every time it was somebody's birthday, I will always feel obligated to say yes, but I never say yes. I will always say no. So I would say no, but then over-explain myself. So it's like, no, I can't go. I got to work at 6 a.m. So the next morning I ain't have work. I got to do X, Y, Z the next day. And I'm just like overly explaining myself. And then they'll come back with, well, you don't have to stay out that late, or you can wash your clothes tonight and you won't have to wash them. Like, they're giving solutions to my problem. So after they done gave me all the solutions, I'm still feeling obligated to say yes. So it's better off to just say no.
Yeah.
And not explain yourself.
I feel like people don't, like, ever get a chance to, like, truly be themselves without being judged. No more. Like, bro, like, I don't want to be outside.
Them early 20s, after between 21 to 26, like, the club was the move for bitches' birthdays. And I'm like, y'all came to my birthday, but I took y'all to Six Flags. Like, I wasn't going to the club, and y'all made me go to the club. And then after a while, you keep saying no to people's birthday, you don't get invited no more, and they don't come to your shit. So,
well, that's because you have a thing about friendship reciprocation.
I do.
You like the Lauryn Hill of best friendship.
I'm definitely going to check and see if you told me happy birthday before I say happy birthday to you.
So, see what I'm saying? Like, that's some you guy. Like,
That's some nasty word.
yeah, like, bro. But it's some wild shit. Like, I just be wanting to, like, to get to a place where people, like, understand, like, listen. Because I say no today, doesn't mean I'm always going to say no.
So when you say no to something, you just want it to be done and that's it. So what's a general rule of thumb for you to say, all right, you can come back to me about this later?
For me?
I'm talking to Meezy.
Oh.
Meezy just said that.
For me, I think it depends on what it is. A lot of the times, text alert here. A lot of times I say no. I actually have a real reason for it. Like, it's not just a no just because I really don't want to do it. It's like, I don't have the energy for it, and I'm telling you no to save yourself the hassle. Like, you don't have to bug me about something. I don't do it right. Now you ask me to do it over or do some shit. Like, no, I'm telling you no because I'm letting you know how I feel. The bandwidth of my life can't handle this. Like, I don't have the energy, the time, the effort. I don't feel like doing it. Like, so why would you come to me and ask me to do some shit that I don't feel passionate about?
That's fair.
Like, that's all it is, bro. It's like, I want to save you the hassle.
Now, when I show up to your birthday with flats on and my makeup not done and it's a fuzzy robe on top of it, don't be mad because I told you no.
Birthdays are real serious to you. Like,
It depends on what you're doing for your birthday.
She loves birthday. She loves her birthday.
No, I love other people's birthday too. I'm glad I'm on the other side of the 20s though. Well, fuck it, I ain't even in my 20s somewhere. I'm glad I'm on the other side. I'm glad I've overcome the 20s, okay? Because the 20s, everybody wanted to do the club. Now, fresh new 30s, bitches want to go to the vineyard. They want to go on vacations. They want to hit the wine tasting. They might want to go bowling. I don't know, just like cute little shit that baby cute cougars do. That's the stuff I want to do for birthdays, okay?
Pumas, if you will.
Pumas, yep. Mm-hmm. Not the war cats.
bro, I'm still mad about Niecy Nash. My fault. I seen her all the time. Like, I'm still mad about that shit.
No, but I think, Niecy Nash is, I mean, she's happy. That's all we can hope for. But I think saying no comes with a level of self-awareness and being able to check your bandwidth and your social media and whatever it may take. If you know that you're not going to be able to execute anything in a way that is productive to you or the person asking you,
like,
it's better off to say no.
Yeah, like, bro, I always don't want to feel like a failure. So you ask me to do some shit and I don't do it up to par. It's like, nah, I really could have probably did this, but I just didn't have the time. I had the effort. Like, right now, I feel like that in life right now. Like, it's so much shit I could be doing right now. And it's like, bro, I just don't have the time and the energy to do it. And it's like, I'm not doing it just because. Like, I probably could do it. Probably could do it really good. But right now is not the time.
I mean, I know it's not a monolith, right? It's not all one particular thing. So I get there's like levels to it, right? And it's like different scenarios. But I feel like a lot of times, like the no is a way. Of course, like if it's like something like, yes, I just can't physically do it or whatever like that. But it's a no. It's like a way to kind of trying to protect yourself, right? Because like like I think we talked about it before. It's like we want to be right. You know what I'm saying? We want to be successful, and we want to like not look like a fool doing stuff, right? So sometimes our insecurities can get in the way, and we might hide behind that no, right? And you might say no because it's like outside of your comfort zone, but you just don't know if you don't know.
Yeah, but it be this certain level of fight or flight. And I already know it's gonna take more out of me to fight than it is for me to fly. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm an overthinker, number one.
Yeah.
Like, that is my biggest thing. I'll do shit the hardest way in the world because I thought this was the first way I thought to do it, and so this feels like the right way. And then I'll be done and be like, damn, I could have just shortcutted this and been done with it. So then when it comes to shit like that, I also like I overthink shit. Like the other day, the baby makeup post that y'all see on the thing, Rez was like, hey, can you make one of those and send it to me? I'm like, all right. So I had an idea to make a video, like take the video of the girl's song and make that the video. So I make it. Then I send it to Rez, and then I go, oh shit, it don't fit the square like correctly.
Yeah.
And I don't think she gonna remember to fix it. So then I was like, well, let me make a whole different one. So then I found a picture of the girl and then make one like I usually make it. Then I'm like, well, I should probably wait to send it to her to see if the other one. So it's like me, I just spent 35 minutes doing some extra shit when I could have just left it as it is because it worked. Like, just because I had a vision for some shit.
Yeah.
And then when I say no because it don't fit, you know what I'm saying? It feels off. Like, nigga, why not?
Yeah.
I think another piece to it, because, I mean, it sounds like we just say no to everything, but sometimes saying no can hold you back. When I say don't be afraid to say no, I mean like people asking more of you, or like simple stuff like somebody asking you if you could do something extra at work when it's outside of your job description. I mean, sometimes you just can't do it, and people will continue to come to you. Like if somebody's asking you at work, hey, can you schedule this meeting? Or, hey, do you think you could order lunch for the team today? And like simple stuff like that. And you constantly say yes, but it's taken away from your everyday tasks that really make your job productive. It's okay to say no to that. If somebody is asking you to do something that you really don't want to do, if they're constantly asking you to come help twist their dreads and you're doing that shit for free, or they're asking you, can you make a post for them for social media, and they're not paying you and it's not something that you actually want to do, keep saying no. But sometimes people get comfortable and they find comfort in saying no because whatever somebody is asking them to do scares the shit out of them. If this is something that you could see yourself doing in the future and an opportunity presents itself, you really have to check yourself with saying no, because am I saying no because this shit is, I don't know if I could do it, it's going to scare the shit out of me? Or are you saying no because you physically can't do it? And I think that's something that we have to differentiate when we're having this conversation, because I don't want people just saying no and missing out on opportunities. Just being comfortable enough to say no and standing your no is the message.
But really, the other side of that is we also got to start giving people credit for the shit they say yes to.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like
sometimes the no, like it hits a little bit harder when that person's always saying yes, right?
Because motherfuckers expect it from you to say yeah.
Right.
Like, oh, he usually do this. Let me go ahead and see if he'll do it today. And the one time the nigga say no, and now you like, oh shit, what am I supposed to do?
Right.
So you gotta start giving people the credit for the yes. Like, a lot of times we go out our ways to people please. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm supposed to be here at 2:00, and somebody like, oh, yo, can you come scoop me? Oh, come scoop me, nigga, is always the worst, because it's like, nigga, you live across town.
Right.
Why are you telling me 15 minutes before we're supposed to be there to come pick you up? Like,
now you know we're gonna be late.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I can't be like, nah, man, fuck that. Like, nah, it's like, we in this together. I need to help you, so let me do it. Or, you know what I'm saying? I just woke up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That nap was just feeling good and shit. But it was like, nah, bro, I gotta come do GA today.
Right.
Like, I don't really want to stay asleep. It was a good nap too. She was buzzing. But it's like, nah, I came. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've given up some of my time, you know, for the greater good. And people be forgetting that shit. They don't be thinking about that. They only think about themselves, which is wild. But I guess on the flip side is like we're not protecting ourselves. We are like trying to find out. Oh my God, this got sad.
So I feel like the other side of the coin is a lot it's more interesting, and I feel like I can resonate with the other side just a little bit more.
Well, giving your time or saying yes to things.
Yeah, about basically saying yes to things. But I was looking up what people pleaser is, and it's basically saying a person who has an emotional need to please others, often at the expense of his or her own needs or desires.
Okay.
So I think that's like the key piece, right? It's like you know, that you're trying to please other people, even if you necessarily don't want to do it, right? Because or it's like painful for you. You know what I mean? I think that's a difference between something that's like emotionally taxing, right? So someone saying, "Hey, like I will continue to do some work for free, even though I should be getting paid for it."
Right.
Right, because I don't want that person to not like me. That's to me is people pleasing.
So we got to start understanding the difference between opportunity and being taken advantage of.
Right.
Right.
I think it's a lot of times we be saying yeah to shit because you see the greater good of it. Like if I do this for such and such, he'll remember that I did this for such and such, and the next time, you know, I'm the guy he'll come to, or this blows up for all of us and we all gonna be good because of the work that I put in. But a lot of times you gotta understand, them niggas don't give a fuck. They just looking for free labor. They're looking for free, you know what I'm saying? They looking for free transportation. They looking for free housework. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's that song Yo Gotti got? I think it's something. Put a date on it.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta put a date on it. When you doing some shit for free, don't keep just doing the shit for free. Put a date on whatever you expect to come from that,
and apply it to your emotional value. If you invested in it and you like don't mind that shit, okay. But if you reached your point where it's like, bro, I've been doing this for the last 3 years, I ain't seen a dime for it. You don't even use half the shit that I make.
Right.
You don't use half, like you don't eat half the food that I cook. Like,
you don't never say thank you.
Like, at some point, you gotta know what your breaking point is, and I think a lot of times we don't because we be trying to come up.
Yeah,
I feel like we feel poor, like not poor in the sense of like without money, but like we're like missing something. Like something about us is we like trying to fill a void. Yeah, we trying to fill a void, and it don't be from somebody else because I can give a damn what you think about me and what your reaction is. You probably don't even think I do good work. You just think it's free work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, so it don't be that because I know my value.
But it's benefiting you.
Yeah, I know my value.
The weird thing about me is I don't mind helping people. I will naturally volunteer to help or extend my services. But I don't like it when you just assume that this is something that I'm just going to keep doing. Now, I done helped you out 1, 2, 3 times, gave your ass a ride to work back and forth a few times. Now on that third time, and you turn around and ask me, and it's kind of like you expect me to do it because I've been helping you the past 2 or 3 times. It's like, well, wait a minute. I was doing this to help you. Okay? It's not going to keep happening. I just felt it in my heart to help. And I feel like that's the difference between a people pleaser and somebody who is just naturally somebody who wants to help. I'm helping because it feels good to me. A people pleaser is helping because it will make the other person feel good. Like, I like being able to help people. That's my thing.
Yeah. Y'all want to have a moment of clarity?
Yeah.
Let's have some truth in this room. Truth. When the last time you people pleased?
People pleasing. Me harming myself to please somebody else.
That sounded wild.
Are saying
that sounded wild.
Right. Right. What? Yeah, it can. I'm trying to think. The last time.
Shot. This is gonna sound bad, but I got it.
I got mine too.
I mean, all right. So we're gonna jump out the window on this one. There are times that you people please for your significant other.
Oh shit!
That's just it. Just is like some people call it people pleasing, some people call it compromising. But technically, there's times where you do stuff for your significant other that you might not necessarily want to do.
Keep it above, bro.
And it might just be at your detriment.
Keep it above. You do it so you don't have to hit their fucking mouth.
What happened? You do what?
It took me a while, but I got it.
You do it so you don't have to hit their fucking mouth about it.
They fucking mouth. Okay.
But I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, that's just a natural thing. That didn't happen recently. That's just something.
Okay, I thought you had a moment when you was people pleasing.
Nah, I mean, is this something that you
No,
recall?
I don't have anything. I was just waiting. I was waiting to hear it. I was like, oh, I can't wait to hear what it is.
Nah, I mean that's just the natural air about it.
Yeah, yeah. Typically, you do want to make sure your partner is happy in the situation, and it may come with you feeling uncomfortable.
Right. So I have a question for you guys.
Wait, Meezy didn't answer his.
I felt like he. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean,
when's the last time you was a people pleaser?
yesterday when y'all wanted to have that fucking team meeting.
Oh gosh.
The week before that when y'all wanted to have that fucking team meeting that I missed.
Oh my god.
Because I forgot the people please.
You forgot the team meeting. That's different though.
What?
That goes into the part of you have a goal or you have something that you kind of set out to do, and sometimes you just need someone to kind of like keep you on track.
No.
Yeah.
No. Not at all.
I think that's a different category though. I feel like that was an instance where you could have said, yo, I don't want to do this meeting today, or I don't see the point in us doing a meeting every day. Maybe we could push it to every other week, or maybe we could have it before the episode instead of just saying, nah.
No. I overslept.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't intentionally just not go. I overslept. But I also was like, oh, I've got to go to work at a certain time. So it's not really a good day, but all right. Okay. Cause I think we had 2 meetings that week.
Yeah, we did.
And nobody knew why.
Yeah, we knew why. We knew why.
You don't check your emails.
You gotta check your email. I can't say that I go out my way to people please. I don't know the last time.
Yes, you do.
When?
Yes, you do.
Who was I pleasing?
You say yes to a bunch of shit that you don't want to do.
Like what?
Remember the other day? I ain't even gonna put your business in the street, but we hung out.
Yeah.
You had other plans.
We hung out and we had other plans. Oh. I think I remember what you're talking about.
And niggas was calling looking for you, and you had to say, and you had to go through your whole. So listen, I had some come up, and
But that's not really people pleasing. I didn't go. I pleased myself. I did what I wanted to do in that moment.
But I think the initial thing was a people please that they asked you, and you was like, yeah.
The initial action was to come off a certain way, but I also didn't really think through the plan because that event already conflicted with something that I do on Saturday. Shout out to Saturday Smoke. Something that I do on Saturday anyway. So I was like,
I hope they send in a check, yo.
I said,
at least another fucking hoodie.
It's
God
my
damn,
stuff, guys.
Nigga got another fucking hoodie will suffice.
Okay, all right, guys. The hoodie.
I've been looking at it all show, and I've been jealous.
I can get you one, but yeah. So it was a time conflict anyway. So the other piece to it, because we all answered if we're people pleasers. E, did you answer that?
So I think I'm trying to figure out if I am or not, because something kind of growing up, got this from my grandfather actually. It was just this thing of like, if someone asks for a favor or they ask you something, like you basically he always told me like, if someone's helping themselves and you can do it, you should, right? Because it's just like almost like good karma type of thing. You know what I mean? There's like, especially if someone is like if someone's out there trying to do their own thing, you know what I mean? And they're like, I'm not gonna help you, and you're just being a leech. You know what I'm saying?
I wish the fucking homeless people on the corner knew that shit. Like, fam,
If I could, I would.
if I just said no, even though I went in the store and came back out, I still ain't got it.
But
like,
it also means you gotta really break down that if you could. Okay, it's not just do I have the money to do it? Yeah. Could I do it? I mean, do I have the means to do it? Do I have this extra dollar? Yeah.
The shit that be
but do I want to is also a could.
The shit that be pissing me off is like, nigga, if I start giving you my money, I'm gonna be out here with you.
I've seen somebody
like, nigga, like I'm gonna be like, do you not understand? Like the money, I only had the money for this.
Right.
Like I didn't come out here to spare it, and even if I could,
could meaning I have the energy.
You just gonna ask me again next week.
Could means have the bandwidth.
But if you think about it, I'm only going to allow people to ask favors for people that I know. You know what I mean? So I guess that there's like a limit to that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've caught myself doing that in the past, and I feel like that's why people consider me reliable.
I don't like to ask people for favors though.
I seen a new thing on the internet with somebody who was smoking a blunt, driving down like the road, and you know when you come to the stoplight and you see the homeless person sitting in the median asking. He took the blunt and passed it to him and was like, yeah, have a good day. Like, instead of giving him money. I thought that was pretty cool. Pass the blunt.
I mean,
not for all you guys who are smoking a little bit of extra
no,
in your stuff.
Tinfoil hat theory.
Yeah.
How that's really problematic.
Okay.
Right. So if someone is out on the street, essentially begging for money, right? That person can't afford certain things. One of those things might not be food, right? It might be food. Like they can't afford it. So you're going to give them something that's going to make them more hungry. You're a piece of shit.
Ooh, you getting deep. Or maybe they need something to take their mind off being on the street.
The motherfucker wasn't going to use the money on food anyway.
Like, how do you know?
Because I'm pretty sure.
There's a good amount of homeless people who were veterans that had never did drugs. And never did alcohol.
Okay, let's be honest. You do realize fucking stand out there. The permit is $100.
Oh, we have permits in North Carolina to be a
that shit blows my mind.
So at some point, it be homeless motherfuckers out there with a sign and a dog
and a job.
What are we doing, bro? You standing out here so you can afford to feed this fucking dog? I don't really think you should have a dog.
They said some panhandlers in New York can make up to like 65 a year.
65 what?
1,000
a year.
At this point, they might as well start robbing.
Get yourself something hard, steal.
See what I'm saying?
Get a few things to put in it. Click, clack, blow. My money now. All right, guys.
Bye.
So we talked about soft nose. Did we really talk? I don't think we took a deep dive into hard nose and soft nose. Did we? No. Soft no is really going to get the person coming back and saying stuff like, oh, well, last time you said no, but you said that if you had more time, you could do it. A hard no is just no. And that's the one that I was talking about when you say no and you just put the period on it.
I just feel like when you hear me say no, that is my hard no.
I feel like mine too, because I would have said yes if I really cared enough to do it.
No, I mean, you'll know if I can't do it. And I'll say, nah, I'm not sure. But if I was like, no, absolutely not.
Right.
That's a hard no.
I say no. What is my no? My no is like, nah, I can't even do that right now. Just not even right now.
Bro, either take this no or take the ghost.
The ghost.
Because I'm leaving it on red.
Are there
oh God, like,
are there certain people that you guys have a hard time saying no to?
Nope. Nope. Not at all.
You?
I have a hard time
Look at
saying
him sucking up. You try to like say it sweet too. Hey, fuck out of here.
You're smart.
You is smart.
Smart.
Like yesterday, like, I make me a nice little small bag of little popcorn, right? And she like seen me make it, come back, you know what she asked? She asked for a part of my bag, and I was like, nah. And then basically tried to get me to make her one, and I was like, no. And then she did it. But I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of looking over my shoulder the whole time.
Why was you looking over your shoulder?
I just didn't know what was coming.
I just think you
just be wanting to uppercut a woman over food sometimes.
Uppercut?
That I can't.
Over food?
Yeah, like old wrestling style, just power bomb my ass. Like, fam, why would like this is the shit that really bothers me about it. like it bothers my soul. Watching me get up, and you watched me go in there, heard me push all the fucking like in this popcorn scenario. You watched me get the popcorn out. You heard me push the buttons for the popcorn, and heard the popcorn pop. But once I took it out the microwave, you then asked me when I was ready to get comfortable, hey, can you make me what?
All right.
Let me have some of yours. I didn't, the one that pisses me off the most is why not? I just want a little bit. Like, no, I was going to eat all of this.
The bag is this size because it's meant for one person.
Like, it wasn't for me to share.
You right.
Like this morning, I ordered chicken wings, right? And
what time? Because we don't like breakfast.
yeah, I fucking hate breakfast.
So
It was
10 a.m. Sometimes I hate that you gotta wait for the rest.
like 9:30
at 11. Oh, they was open at 9:30.
You already know when I'm out here. The city know me. 10-piece killer out here. He get what he want.
Yeah, I can't eat. Nah.
I've been up all
can't do
night,
it.
so that's the thing. And I don't fucking want eggs, nigga. I want some real food.
Them eggs don't be doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Like, bitch, I'm finna eat again. Like, niggas don't be understanding. Like, if you wake up at 8 o'clock and you have breakfast at 9, lunch is within the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
Like, why not just give me lunch and give me the solidness of not no fucking parfait?
Right.
But, like, I ordered, like, chicken. And I over ordered chicken by accident. Because Jazz's answer was, oh, I told you to order the 10-piece because I was just going to get some of those.
That sounds familiar.
Well,
Like, bro, like, what? Like, and then I'm like sitting here like, I ordered this way specifically to please both of them.
go ahead and share your similar story
And I
from this
fucked it
week.
up.
So I was going to order a 12-piece.
So twinsies, go ahead.
Because I figured, there's usually a little dabble here and there, right? And she's like, oh no, I'm good. So all right, I'm gonna get a 6-piece. 6-piece comes. I'm working, and all of a sudden I just see a hand just kind of come from like over. Like, I wish I was near the camera so I can kind of show you on YouTube. Like,
It was like
it just
this.
kind of like reached over. But the thing is though, it was like I was watching TV and she was like doing something, I think on Zoom or something like that, and just grabbed it. Like didn't say, oh, can I have, just snatched it real quick.
Like, bro.
And he said, oh, it's just one. And I was like, yo, I asked about the 12-piece because I was thinking about you. And you're like, oh, no, I'm okay. You try to be a little cute. And now you hungry. So I
That
took
wing
it.
was good too.
I was like, yo, spit it out.
I will say
Bone and all. Like, yeah, I need all the meat you chew.
you make a good decision by not saying no to your girlfriend. As the resident woman here on TA Podcast, I would advise all the men that listen to never say no to their girlfriend or a fiance, and especially not your wife. Because most times, hey, turn that off. Wrong button. It was a text alert button you was trying to hit, right?
Yeah, my bad.
Most times they're asking you something that is going to make your life easier in the long run. Get this. So he tells me no about that wing. Guess who's going to have a hard night? And I don't mean the good type of hard. I mean the evil hard. Like rough.
Like,
Think gritty. Think me mugging for the rest of the evening.
I'm going down on a leg.
Think silent treatment.
I'm doing it on purpose. Sometimes we like those nights. Sometimes those nights work really well. Like, man, like, I'm not watching some bullshit I didn't want to watch. Now I'm watching some shit I wanted to watch because you too mad to be in the same room and you went in the other room. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Now you're going to put your iPad into your Bluetooth headphones? Yes.
we don't have to discuss our feelings and we don't have to communicate right now because you're mad. It's like,
Oh, the Apple TV connects to my Beats headphones?
like, fam, I kind of wanted to spend a night with Pinky anyway tonight.
Finally, I got you guys to admit it.
I wanted to spend a night.
Aha, so you guys say no. You know what you're doing when you say no. Got it.
I wanted to spend a night with Pinky.
Not
anyway.
Pinky. Not Pinky.
To this day.
To this day. She
To
still
this-
got it?
to
Is she
this-
still here?
To this day, I
I mean,
want it.
what's the quality of that? Is that coming in like 480p or something like that?
I don't care. There's some new shit. You know, they still they take that shit down and re-upload it.
Oh, they remaster it?
Oh yeah.
They remastered the porn
You already know.
for
It's
free
lit.
on Pornhub.
You already know.
Okay.
Saying,
Well.
Tasty Blacks, get it popping.
Say yes. Say yes to nights of saying no to your significant other.
It's convenient sometimes.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, like protect yourself, King.
I don't
Or the
care.
queens.
I always advise against saying no to your, at least a hard no. I wouldn't give a hard no, maybe a soft no. The explanation might help you out a little bit.
You got me out of watching Lovecraft. Tell you that shit.
No hard no. Why don't you want to watch Lovecraft?
That's pretty
Because I do not want to see 2035 set in fucking 1942. Like, where the fuck did these aliens come from back then? Like, nigga, I ain't never seen no alien in my life, and I live in the country.
That was literally the opening scene. That was it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
No. I watched at least the first 3 episodes
Okay.
of them running from some shit. The blatant racism I was over. It's like, bro, I'm living in this right now. You don't gotta show me this. The
That's
blatant
true.
racism is crazy out here in these streets. So
That's
I
true.
was over it. I had to cut it off. But I will tell you, I will apologize to 50 Cent.
Why?
New Power, way fire than the other Power. The acting is just as bad, but the writing is fire again. I will say that. And I apologize.
Have you seen Annabella? I don't know. I'm foolish for asking.
I ain't even paying for that.
Oh, we got. Never mind. I don't want to say
See,
my
look.
airways.
What you know what I'm saying? See?
Yeah, see, that's the yummy.
Yeah, I mean.
But I seen
borrowed
it,
it.
and I do want to talk to you guys about this at a later date. But
Oh, I gotta find a bootleg? All right, bet.
yeah, I do-
Challenge
I
accepted.
mean, it's been getting mixed reviews. I would be curious to know what you think about it, personally, coming from you.
I saw the little trailer, Shorty in that little green dress. That shit was baddie.
I think you would really like Janelle Monáe in that.
Did she get naked?
Did she get naked? No.
Fuck, bro, we can't get a movie.
But she
I
looks
waited so
good.
bad. I watched the entire Moonlight hoping that bro would be like, nah, I gotta smash this. And it didn't ever work.
Oh yeah, me too. I too.
This nigga wanted dick.
I too. The most she did was kiss her husband. But let's go ahead and take a break and come back with our final thoughts. All right, and we're back. So I had some time to think about my toxic thought process around always telling your girlfriend yes, which I'm still working through. However,
Sexually, I know my boundaries, so no.
it brought me to for our final thoughts to talk about how we feel when people tell us no. I don't know where I get this attitude from about my man not being able to tell me no. I really don't. It's unhealthy. It's toxic. I really want to try to get better with it. But right now, I want to talk about how it feels when I hear no. And it don't feel good. It feels like, and maybe I need to talk to a professional about this, but it feels like when Eric tells me no, he's saying, I don't love you. You don't look pretty today. You could have put on some more shea butter on them ankles. And maybe you should try harder. That's what I feel like when he tells me no. Don't look at my ankles when I talk about shea butters and ankles.
But you actually could put more on your ankle.
It's a little chilly outside.
Put on socks, man. Why are you out here living without socks on?
I do
Relax.
have on
You swear
socks.
you be.
Earthing.
So that's how I feel. When other people tell me no, I still have a hard time accepting it. Like my friends tell me no, I still have a hard time accepting it. And I have to, most times they do give like a short explanation, but in the times where they don't, I have to try to prevent myself from asking them, well, why not? Or will this help? Or, trying to persuade them to do it.
The fun shit is telling Riz no is always it's always a game. 'Cause you don't know if she gonna talk to you again. It's always like like no. And then she'll be like, "Are you sure?" And she like try to give you the rundown, and you say no again. It's like, yeah, that might have been the last time I spoke to her.
It's like Russian roulette.
Yeah, like Russian roulette. Like, bro, I told her no. That might have been the last time I spoke.
From her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She ain't gonna hit you, so we might not have spoke for a while.
So like I said, I try hard to prevent myself from not further asking any more questions about why they can't, which may lead to a termination of a friendship contract.
It ain't even really a term. It's really suspended indefinitely. We don't know when you coming back, but you do have a chance to come back.
Oh my gosh. How do you guys feel when people tell you no?
I feel like I think depending on like how rational the question that I asked. So if it's just like a, oh, can you do me a favor type of thing, or if I know I'm kind of reaching, because you know when you're reaching or not. If I'm reaching and you say no, all right, I'm good. Like I was kind of expecting it, but I do kind of feel like it says the business mind of me, like how can I negotiate this? Like how can I convince you? Like I kind of proud myself to try to be. I guess the word I'm looking for is charismatic.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say janky.
Why would it be janky?
Janky ass promoter.
No, not the party promoter.
No, but I feel like I'm trying to be convincing because I don't usually ask for stuff.
You don't want to come off as shady. You do come off timid when you ask stuff, and that comes off as shady.
Well, no. So if you want to go there, I can go there. Because if it's dealing with. So Rez has a thing about being told what to do. So sometimes you gotta try to make it seem like it's someone else's idea,
like it's her idea,
right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, okay, that's what I wanted to do anyway."
I'll tell that story at a later date.
Why are you?
Yeah, he's kind of flashy.
Yeah, you just telling everything.
I've told the story before.
I mean,
it's a tell all.
We learn something new about you every week. So.
Oh my God. Now I'm a new person every week. Okay.
Do you think she's gonna talk to us after this?
Is that your goal, to get me not to talk to you after this?
That's funny.
Because you're working at it.
That's funny.
Meezy, how do you feel when people tell you no?
I'm about to be the cool person in the room and judge me for all you want to. Fuck you. You don't know me. I don't usually ask people for shit. So I usually I don't give people the chance to tell me no. Because if I couldn't do it just ain't get done that day. So I usually try my best not to. And then it's usually like the last minute thing. I'm always nervous to ask somebody something. But usually I think it works into my advantage because I'm not the guy that's always asking for shit.
Right.
So the one time that I ask you for something, it usually happens.
Because you didn't use up all your questions.
I rarely use them. And then I also feel bad a lot of times for asking people to do shit for me. Mm-hmm. And so it'd be that. And so, you know what I'm saying? Have people told me no? I've gotten to situations where it's like a timing conflict and then I just gotta go and figure it out. I be more so worried about getting whatever it is done more so versus how it got done.
Right.
We just need to get this done. I don't care if I did it or you did it.
Yeah. I feel that.
I have a question. It's a scenario. Do you remember a time where someone told you no, but you actually needed them to do something? And it's like they just kind of they just kind of stuck with it, and you were kind of shut out of luck.
The year was
2035 and 1940.
I got you right here. The year was 2001. I think the new forces had just dropped, and I was fresh into 5th grade. The math might be wrong. The year might be off. But anyway, I was going into 5th grade. Times were hard. It was Bobo life for me. It was the Bobos for me. And I was determined to get myself a pair of brand name shoes for the first time in my precious 12 years of life. And I mustered up the courage to go ask my father if I could have the $60 it took to. Now, when I'm telling this story, I want you guys to do the math. The $60 it took for me to get those Air Force Ones because I wanted to stump like Nelly was stumping in my Air Force Ones. So what do they call them? Uptowns now? I wanted to get my Uptowns white, crisp.
You have a lot of friends from New York now.
So my dad, his answer was no. And boy, did he stick to that no. So I had to go to an alternative plan. And that was to get money. Now, my father had to give us $1 every day for lunch.
I feel like I know where this story is.
I see where this is going.
So,
It might be the reason you have issues with your popcorn.
so for 60 days,
Fam, you didn't eat lunch?
I did not eat lunch.
What
I
the
saved my ones to get my ones.
Yeah.
True fucking story. True story.
All right, so this story could have gotten worse because you know what I thought she was gonna say? I thought she's like, I took Tiara's $1.
Oh, fuck.
And for 30 days.
No. You kept your $1 for your lunch and took her $1 for 60 days so that you could get your wants.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I know.
But that really goes into determination.
It does, but it was
he was a hard worker.
Yeah, it was a no for me, but I got a lot of no's.
Because that pizza at school used to be busted.
Pizza day. I don't know what I was doing. I think I just was hungry.
Them little Minute Maid juice bars.
I think I have a picture of them ones too. I'm gonna have to pull up a picture for y'all and show it to y'all. They was big as shit. My body was so small because I hadn't eaten lunch in 60 days.
That's funny.
What about you guys?
I remember high school senior year.
Oh yeah.
I asked my dad early about senior cut day because I just found out about it, right? And I probably I was young, I was kind of stupid, but yeah. I asked at the dinner table in front of his girlfriend at the time. So he was like, "No, like you can't." So like I bring it up I bring it up more times where like he like it's just me and him and stuff like that. No. So that was like in November. You know, senior cut day not until like April, May, right? Like the end of the year. So we get there. So I think the last time I asked him was like March, April, and then senior cut day comes. It's a little chilly, but it's kind of nice. But we go into the beach, right? So I'm leaving, right? For whatever reason, my dad did not go to work that day, right? Or he was going into work late that day, and he see me walking down the stairs to go out, and he see me wearing shorts, and he was like, are you going to school today? I was like, yeah, I'm going to school. All right, and then I went about my business. We did senior cut day, but like that was the year that they started doing like when you didn't go to class, the phone call, and it tells you, oh, he missed the first period, second period, third period, and then basically yelled at me about it. When I got home, right? Because I couldn't catch it before it happened, but then told me like most recently, like if I would have asked him, or if I would have told him that I was going to senior cut day, he would have let me do it.
Can't be capped.
Big cat.
Lying like hell. Like now that you brought that story up, it kind of triggered me on some wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Senior year, I had the whip, so I was good in these streets.
Man, I ain't never been to class
and
senior year.
we only had 4 periods, and I didn't have a 4th period, and my teacher got like semester sick for the whole thing. So
She just got tired of you.
probably, I don't know, kind of helped though. But so we just would ask. I had her like 3rd period, so we would ask whoever came out of 2nd, like, is she here today? And they'd be like, nah, she wasn't here. So then it's like, no, I'm not going to class. Fuck it. So one day, I like all of the days that I would do it, I would usually go do some bullshit, like go to the mall, go to Walmart, walk around, fuck off, teenage shit. One day, I just decided to go home. Like, I ain't had shit to do. I'm going in the house. I ain't finna waste this gas. Because I was paying for my own gas, which is tragic. And I walked in the house, like my mom worked 3rd shift, so she was at home during the day. Ooh. And I walked home. I walked in the house, went in the room and sat down. Like, she was like, what you doing here? And I was like, oh, I didn't have to go to class today. And she was like, don't do that no more. I was like, the teacher went there. She was like, don't do that no more. And then in hindsight, like, looking back after this 11 years later, are you not happy I came home? like I could have been in the streets doing wild shit.
I really can't believe that you...
Like,
I can't believe that of all the places to go when you skip school, you go home to where your parent is like, yo, what's up, I'm here. Like, that takes a nerve. But, yeah, you could have been worse places,
Yeah,
I guess.
like I could have been fucking off, getting girls pregnant to Pretty Ricky. That was the time.
Yeah, that was a tricky time. Shout out to everybody who made it through that time.
And was on the phone on the hotline.
Yep. All right, guys. So,
See what I did there?
yep, on the hotline, making babies in high school. Shout out to everybody who got a baby that they love and adore. Shout out to everybody who's trying to get a baby.
Shout out to the ones. Shout out to the ones that got the baby. All right,
You
bro.
are now
My fault.
tuned in.
My fault. You're now tuned in to WMEZ. This week we got a baby maker from Durand, Bernarr. This is like my favorite song right now. It's got sentimental value. If you know, you know. This song is called Relocate here on WMEZ.
Textually active.
That's so clever. Okay, so I'm going to take it back to where this episode started with the political stance, because it's very important that you guys get out there, do what you're supposed to do as millennials. But also, as you go to the polls, I want to say, again, it is not our, and by our I mean black people's, job to get rid of Trump. We didn't elect him. Stop framing the responsibility of ending oppression on the oppressed. Thank you so much. Like, it's not our job to fix the hell that you guys created. Like, yeah, we were going to vote anyway, but stop framing it in a sense of black people, y'all need to. Black women, you should. Why aren't black people? No, every fucking body. It's not just us. Thank you so much. And also, on that note, you know, with everything going on, the guy who's supposed to be doing stuff for this country is sick. And I just want to say this might be a little bit jumping out the window, but I say this: no president next term. America needs to be single for a while and just focus on herself. Okay.
Cues the Janae Aiko.
She need to be lighting some incense, sitting down, worrying about herself.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I'll go. All right, so I woke up. So Twitter to me is like news, right?
Yeah.
It's the Millennial News Network, and basically, long story less long. Basically, I kind of woke up to that news about COVID, and basically found this tweet saying COVID moving around Air Force One.
Boom, that way. Click here and go back this way. Yes. Boom, click and go back this way. Boom, here, click and go that way. Boom.
And that's just how, like, that kind of just woke me up, and I was crying.
That was hilarious.
COVID is wild.
She moving.
Round this on up. I've been thinking about last week's episode about the kids, and shout out A Rich Book. She like put some shit in perspective. But my meme says, I'm still gonna warn my kids, but the number of times I've been offered drugs by a stranger is far less than they made it believe it was gonna happen.
Right.
Like
they was preparing us. Like, every time you went somewhere, somebody was gonna be like, "Yo, hit this J,
like
hit this blunt."
No.
Like, hey, I got this crack over here. You want to take a puff?
niggas don't even like to offer you a drink.
They don't.
Like,
They don't. They don't. Unless they already know that you drink. Like, people might ask you one time, but they don't even pressure you that much.
Yeah,
it's
like-
not like they made it
like-
sound.
Like, nigga, you had a whole campaign with a line and a t-shirt.
Right. I had DARE. D.A.R.E. I don't know what that means though.
Something about
Drink
drugs.
responsibly.
You skipped it.
Drink. You skipped a letter. Why you say it like that?
You said dare?
Yeah, what does DARE stand for? I got you. Wrong answers only. Drink
Alcohol.
a lot of red
I don't know what you got there.
Eagles. What's something?
What's a red eagle?
I don't know. Don't
Hey, bro, let's wrap this shit up. Y'all got sleep. Let's
dump ass rockin' ears. Okay.
Yeah. So it definitely looks like the other side of the grass is a little methed out.
All right, guys. So, if
this
you want
nigga like a
the other side of the grass is a little methed out. Yeah. Not us though, because we know what DARE stands for.
Yeah.
It stands for dropping ass round earth.
And yeah.
Okay. Dangerous as rockin' earth.
Wrap it up, B.
Okay. All right, guys. I looked up at Meezy and he was like really not even laughing at my joke.
I'm like trying to see.
And normally you like go with it, but you are just not for it. Okay.
I wanted to see this boat sink.
Okay. If you liked this episode today and you want to go back and listen to the podcast that we referenced, because they kind of put everything together in a more organized way, go listen to Life Hack Podcast. The episode is Saying No to People Pleasing. Very good episode. We might link it below. Also, if you like what you hear and you want to see us, we are on YouTube. You can just find us by typing in Textually Active Pod on YouTube. We're also on Instagram at Textually Act Pod, and we're on Facebook at Textually Active Pod. We're on Twitter at Textually Act Pod. Thank you so much for listening to this whole entire episode. Make sure you share our post. Send us to your friends. If you have a hard time saying no to somebody, I want you guys to practice saying no this week. And we'll be back next Tuesday.
And remind you, stop the bullshit.
No more cap.
Thank you for listening to the Textually Active podcast. This podcast is a full-service production from the Open Media Lab. Be sure to check in every Textual Tuesday along with following them on all social media at Textually Active Pod. Textually Active is a part of the Open Media Network.